Hey, you guys, Dino Gomez here, and we are going to dive right in today. No fancy intro or anything into 5 different ways that you can grow your audience organically. All right. And so, generally speaking, on social media, there's different pieces of content. All right. So, I'm going to put V here for value. This is where you're showing your expertise, whatever it is you do as a coach, a consultant, an agency, you're showing your expertise, you're giving value here. So this is one type of post. All right. But then what we're really focused on today is this second type of post, right? And I'm going to give this an A for audience building. All right. This is an audience building post where what we are looking to do is actively have people engage with us. All right. So we want them to engage. We want them to tag their friends. We want them to otherwise raise their hand and identify as a potential warm lead for us to pay attention to. All right. So we're focused on this one here today, guys, the audience building posts. Let's take a look at 5 ways that you can grow your audience organically. All right. We'll also hop on over to my Facebook and I'll show you guys some examples of this type of content. All right. So first one we will look at really, guys, is the tag a friend post. All right. This is a very strategic style of post because what you are going to do is use your network, your current network, to grow and reach more individuals. All right. So let's just go ahead and pretend for a moment that I am a fitness and weight loss coach. If I'm a fitness and weight loss coach for men, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to write a post. And I'm going to say something like this. If I work with other men, I'm going to say, fellas, tag a dude who has been inspirational in your life, looking to connect with other awesome leaders, something like that. All right. So I'm telling, because let's just say in this example, because I'm a fitness weight loss coach and working primarily with men, maybe who want to lose weight and add muscle, I'm going to go to my network of, right. And there's already other guys in my network. And I'm going to say, hey, tag somebody else, tag another dude in your life who's been inspirational. Because what I'm doing is I want to connect with these other fellows as well. All right. Now let's just say on Facebook I have 100 friends and 50 of them are guys. Maybe 10 or 20 of them see this and they all tag 1 or 2 other guys that have been inspirational in their life. What's going to happen in the comment section is real quickly, I'm going to have all of these other guys that I can connect with that could fit my target audience, right? And who could end up becoming a client for me if they're looking to lose weight and add muscle. All right. Now, the reason this is so powerful is people are more likely to work with you if you have a mutual friend in common. All right. Now, imagine that you are the inspirational guy who was tagged in this post. What happens? You get a notification on your phone, you get a notification on Facebook. You go, why was I tagged in this post? You're going to come on over to this post. All right. I'm the one who created it. We don't know each other yet. You're going to say, who's Dino Gomez? Right? You're going to say, who's Dino Gomez? And then you're going to look at my intro, and my intro will probably say, I help men lose 10 pounds of body fat and add 7 pounds of lean muscle in 60 days, right? So this inspirational guy who was just tagged is going to come over here and go, who's Dino Gomez? Wow, he works with other dudes and he helps them get shredded. If I happen to be interested in that, I might go, ooh, I might have just found myself my fitness coach. I'm going to reach out to Dino, right? And so all of a sudden, right, you're using your network to grow. All right. Now you have a bunch of things that you can do at this point. Everybody who's tagged, you can send them a friend request. They're very likely to accept it. You can send them a personal message and just say, hey, saw you were tagged in the post. Really curious. What is it you do? By the way, I'm a personal trainer. If I can give you any free tips, resources, I have some cool trainings around some really awesome exercises you can do in the gym. I can start a relationship with this individual by offering them free value. All right. So that's post number 1, guys. It's like the tag a friend post. There's a ton of different iterations of this. If you are a 7-figure visionary client, remember, just log into the monthly marketing calendar. At the bottom, right under the audience building post, we have all of these different types of posts for you. So it's right here in your actual sheet. All right, the tag a friend post. The next one, guys, people get this one wrong. And which is, if you get this one wrong, this is why it won't work for you. But it's the offering up a free, right, 20-minute call. All right. Now, the way this one works is essentially very similar style piece of content. It's based around you adding value. What you are doing here is you're going to go ahead and post that you're offering up 5 free calls. All right, now you need to give these calls direction. This is mistake number 1, is they have to have direction. So don't just say 5 free strategy calls. We don't know what that means. It sounds like a sales call. All right, you need to say, hey, this is a free 20-minute call on, I'm going to stick with the fitness example here, best 5 tricep exercises you've never heard of. Again, if I'm that personal trainer, if I'm that coach for men who want to get shredded, I'm going to say, hey, I'm offering up 5 free calls. We're on the calls. I'm going to introduce you to, fellas, I'm going to introduce you to 5 tricep exercises you've never heard of before, right? That are massively going to build out your arms. And then I will also say, so you want to give the call direction, step 1. Then you also want to make sure you say there's nothing for sale on this call. All right. We don't want people, one of the reasons people might not take you up on this 20-minute call is because they think it's a disguised sales call. So if you say, hey, there's nothing for sale here on this call, what you are literally doing is just sitting down with 5 individuals who are, we know that they are interested in what we have to offer, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't book the call. They are interested in getting ripped, and they're willing to sit down with me if they know there's nothing for sale. Now, what I'm going to do at the end of this call is this is kind of like the 2-step close. We're not closing them as a client. It's a 2-step close in terms of creating more opportunity for yourself. So you're going to ask 2 questions at the end of the call. All right. Number 1, you're going to ask, was this helpful? All right. This is important because it gets your prospect you just were sat down with, that you were kind enough to give 20 minutes of your time to. It helps them recognize that yes, you are an expert, right? They're going to go, actually, that was really, really cool. That was amazing. They might actually be the one who then insists, is there anything else that we can do together? Okay. But we first need to get them to identify, cool, you just gave them awesome value. So that's the first question you ask. The second question is where you can create opportunity for yourself. Because when they say yes, law of reciprocity says, hey, now they should do something in return for you. So if they say yes, this was helpful, your next question is going to be, you think you could refer me one of your friends who is looking to get ripped or lose weight or whatever it is you do? All right. So in other words, you're not asking for them to sign up. You're saying, hey, could you refer one of your friends to me, per se? Right? Normally, this answer is also then going to be yes. Right? And what you can say here, the way you pose this question, right, is, hey, I'm not asking for you to refer me 20 people or anything outrageous, but do you think you could just refer me like one person, that you think might be interested in having a personal trainer to help them get ripped for summer? And so it's not that big of an ask, right? You're asking them to just try and think of one person. And if they say, sure, absolutely, just say, yeah, that would be amazing. If you can just introduce them to me in Facebook Messenger in a 3-way chat, that would be awesome. And it's up to you, but you can also then say, yeah, and if they happen to sign up, I'll give you XYZ referral commission. So they really have incentive now to go find you that one person. One, they already owe you for that 20 minutes of value. 2, you added in, hey, we can give you a referral commission if you find someone. All right. So this right here, 5 free calls, guys, can be real powerful if you understand the framework, which most people don't. Okay. All right. Number 3, missed hour training. All right. So guys, if you are consistently producing content, people will miss your training because it's hard to keep up. All right. So I just launched one of these posts like 10 minutes ago. Let's see how it's doing. 24 minutes ago. And what I said here, just put together a video vault full of our best free trainings around mini workshops and landing clients. Do you want a link to check it out? I'm going to go ahead and refresh my Facebook because I think this is a little outdated here. But let's take a peek at this actual post. All right, so it's starting to generate comments and leads. 7 people have commented so far. But what I did, right, is I just grabbed some video trainings that I've done in the past and I put them all together as almost like a free mini course. All right. And what I am now asking my audience is I'm saying, hey, I know you guys probably missed some of our really incredible free trainings. Do you want a link to check out those free trainings? All right. Now people are going to go ahead and comment. And so this post is going to start to go, right? It's going to start to have legs here because when we look at this, right, what's happening is I'm asking here if you want the free content, right? You want my free training. And everybody that's commenting, I know now, is a warm lead. My post was about, hey, do you want to grow your business? Do you want to learn how to land clients? Do you want free trainings around that? All right, now on Facebook, I have 5,000 friends and there's 7,000 followers. All right. If you're starting small, that's okay as well. But here's the thing. Even if you have, let's just say right now, you have 200 friends on Facebook. All right. If you have 200 friends on Facebook, all right, you do not know which individuals are watching your videos. You do not know which of these 200 individuals could be a client, is a warm prospect. All right, you're connected to them. You don't know where they are at per se. Once you do one of these free training posts, and I call these lead gen posts. Once you do a lead gen post where you ask somebody to raise their hand, raise your hand if you want this free training. Let's say 4 people raise their hand. These 4 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 people raise their hand. Now from this audience of 200 friends on Facebook, you know these 4 individuals are your warmest prospects. All right, because they stepped forward and they said, hey, Dino, I would like your free training. All right, so our focus now, guys, I don't have to reach out to 200 people and pitch them and have awkward conversations, all right, around trying to sell them. Instead, I can ask my audience to raise their hand if they are a warm prospect. All right, now these 4 individuals did. They said, yep, Dino, I'm interested in your free training, maybe around 7 ab shredding exercises. I would like that. If I'm the personal trainer, I'm going to say, hey, I just put together this cool guide, 7 minutes to ripped abs. Who wants it? These 4 people are saying, yeah, I would like ripped abs. Now I know these are 4 potential prospects. What are we going to do with these 4 potential prospects? Well, the first thing we're going to do is deliver the actual free training. So that's 1, right? Because we're promising that to them. And 2, right, you can follow up with them and ask them if they have any other questions, what their fitness goals are. You can start to nurture them, right, to an actual sales call. All right. So to a sales call eventually. All right, so this is the process of, right, we have to figure out who's warm in our audience. We do that by asking our audience to raise their hand. So in this post here, right, it's starting to take off. And so what will happen is these are all individuals that we can private message. We can send them a link to the Video Vault. Then we can follow up with them, see if they want more help around leveraging mini workshops to land clients. That's kind of our go-to signature system, is running paid mini workshops to land clients. All right. And so that is the who missed our training post. All right. So it can be a very, very simple post. Now, the reason this post is going to take off is because of the algorithm. All right. You might have done a Facebook Live. I could have done a Facebook Live last week and been like, I could have been in the gym and like, here are the 7 exercises to give you ripped abs. And it's a 10-minute Facebook Live. Maybe it gets 30 or 40 views. So as people are scrolling, they're looking for quick endorphin rush. They're not going to actually sit through a 10-minute ab workout exercise if they're not wanting to work out in the moment. All right. But when I come back to my profile, all right, and later say who missed my 7 minutes to ripped abs video training, it's free. Do you want a copy of it? Now, all of a sudden, everybody's going to comment on this because it's very easy for them to comment and say yes. And I can deliver them that video. That's a replay. They can watch it later when they're actually ready to work out. All right. Is this making sense, guys? So this post is going to actually do better than the video itself if the video was live, because then people can watch it when their schedule is available. Also, the social proof, right, of this, it's going to reach more people because the algorithm says the more somebody comments on a post, right, the more Facebook, Instagram, these networks are going to show it to others. All right. And so it'll continue to go. All right, so that's number 3, who missed our training. Again, we'll do better than the actual training itself. Number 4, guys, interview an expert. This is a killer one. This one is a ton of fun. This is how you can get connected to, right here, influencers real fast. All right, now, going back to the example of I'm a personal trainer. All right, I work with men. All right, now, you know what would be really cool is to sit down, is to leverage an Instagram influencer's audience. All right, I'm a personal trainer. I only work with men. I'm going to say, looking to interview a, let's see, a Instagram influencer on my YouTube channel. Know anyone? Tag them below. That's what I'm going to say. The reason this is so powerful, right, is I might just be a regular personal trainer. Maybe I have 500 followers on Instagram or something. I'm not an influencer. I don't have a big audience yet. All right. Now what I'm going, but I do have some friends on Facebook, 100 here, 100 there. I'm going to go to my network again. I'm going to say, hey, I want to interview an influencer. All right. The values that's going to go on my YouTube channel. Do you know anyone? So again, I'm more likely to be able to sit down with an actual influencer, right? If I'm introduced to them, right? I want to be introduced to the actual influencer. So what's going to happen is some people are going to tag underneath this, right? They're going to start, tagging people. So this friend of mine is going to say, yeah, I know, like Cheryl, right? And she has 50,000 followers on Instagram. You should interview Cheryl, right? And this person's going to say, hey, Dino, I don't know them, but you should interview Mike. His content is awesome on Instagram, and I'm friends with him on Facebook, so I can recommend him or introduce you, right? This person's going to say, hey, Dino, my coach is an influencer. Her name is, right, Rochelle. You should interview Rochelle. I can connect the two of you. Now, all of a sudden, I'm getting a warm introduction to an influencer who normally has a very busy schedule, normally a very busy inbox with everybody reaching out to them. But because I'm getting a mutual introduction to the influencer, they're very likely to respond, right? And now all of a sudden I'm connected to influencers. Now, what happens once you conduct the interview? What does an influencer or anybody who is the guest on a podcast or interview do afterwards? They normally share that piece of content. So this influencer, Rochelle, who has 100,000 followers on Instagram, we're going to sit down. We're going to do a 30-minute interview. She's going to get to talk about herself, all these cool things. I'm going to get that up on YouTube. I'm going to get that up on my social media. And then Rochelle is going to probably turn around to her 100,000 followers and go, hey, I just did this awesome interview with Dino. Here's a link to check it out. Here's a link to his YouTube video. And then boom, all of a sudden, all of Rochelle's traffic is coming over to check out the actual interview. All right. So that's an amazing one as well. Guys, you'd be surprised how willing influencers are to sit down with you, but you have to offer them value. The way you offer them value when you're getting started or when you don't have a big network or authority yourself is you give them a platform for them to share their expertise. One of the ways to do that is to say, hey, I'll sit down and interview you. I can upload it to YouTube. All right. But they are absolutely willing to do this. It makes great content for these experts. So even if you're getting started, this is an amazing one. All right, number 5, guys, virtual happy hour. This one's pretty cool, but just say, hey, I'm hosting a virtual happy hour, BYOB. We're going to sit down and hang out. If you want to hang out with me, we're going to talk about these different things. There's going to be no agenda to the actual call. We're just going to have a ton of fun. Remember, people are very social. We want to meet new people. We want to hang out. Your prospects probably want a chance to hang out with you before they are ready to sign on board. Now you're giving them an actual opportunity to do so. You can host this on Zoom. It is free. Just create a date and time, give everybody the link, and let them know, hey, we're just hanging out. It doesn't matter. It can be in the evening on a Tuesday or Wednesday when most people are at home. They normally would just be in front of the TV. Now you're giving them something fun and social to do. All right. So there you have it, guys. 5 easy ways to grow your audience. If this is helpful, be sure to hit the subscribe button. There's also bonus training beneath this video, guys, that we do not host on YouTube. So go ahead, click those links if you're looking for more trainings like this that are in-depth and step-by-step that aren't on YouTube. Those will be in the description. Hope this was helpful, guys. We'll see you in the next video.